So hello, it's February 2024 and this is the Cromemco test machine, which is now up and running. Now I've got a number of cards to test, but the focus of this video will be the Cromemco TUART dual serial and dual parallel card. I'm going to first show you the card itself. The machine's on, so I'm not sure that this aluminium reel is the best. I might have to use my fingers, shall I? So you can see we've got two serial ports here, and then below that we've got two parallel ports. Now I've got a testing program which I'm about to show you isn't working properly, and I have no documentation, but it would appear that it wants you to connect the two serial ports together. Now again, by way of excuses, I don't have all the right connectors, so there's a very good chance that the reason I've got 1, 2, 3 connectors here is why it's not working. I'm attempting to connect these two serial ports together. If you all remember, the old serial port interface had 25 pins, which got abbreviated down to 9 pins later in the day. In fact, you only need 3 pins, transmit, receive and ground, to get a working interface. And the state of some of these pins, if pulled high or low, will put the interface into a wait state, as in a busy state. So it's very probable that this is the reason, this bad set of connectors is the reason why the following program doesn't work. Now, I've now showed you the actual setup with the test card in the test machine. Okay, so let's jump to the console. Okay, Darry, so we are back to the console, and I'm going to give a demonstration, unfortunately. The first is what is not working. So, unbeknownst to me, after a lot of digging, I found out a TUART testing program. So I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. I don't have to do any work. I just need to run under effectively the equivalent of CPM, which is the CDOS operating system, this program, and it's going to do all the work for me. So let's have a go, shall we? So we're going to type in TUART. It's a TUART.com program. I'm in the Xtalk 1983 terminal emulator, running DOS under the Macintosh operating system, believe it or not. So we've got Lear Siegler emulation. It's televideo, but it's a superset of Lear Siegler. Now I can tell things are working because if I do counter interrupt, which is a capital C, and then capital A, it does set an interrupt off. So the chips that are used on this card are the Texas Instruments TMS 5501, I think, from memory. And they have a serial and parallel interface capability, but they also have a number of timers. And it's just test the timers, so it's found the chips, and it's set a timer, and it's tested that timer. So as far as I can see, the card is working. Therefore, when I press the escape key and I go in, I can see the hex port of the TUART coming up as well. Let me have a look at that. So that's the standard port, I would call it standard, which is hex 20 for the first port and hex 50 for the second port. Now those have to concur with the switch settings on the actual card. But I have looked at length at this switch setting from the PDF manual, my scan, and I can promise you it is correct. So the TUART is set to hex 20 and hex 50 for the two serial ports. So all I should have to do is press capital S, and you can see, you know, behind you is that big long snake of interconnection, and I can tell you it's not going to work. So what it appears to be doing is, this is why I understand you have to connect both cables. You have to connect A to B, and it's sending a byte and looking at it on the other side of the interface. It's getting nothing back. So you might think, oh, the card is not working, but that is not in fact true. So we're going to come out of this, and we're going to reboot the system using the Cromemco operating system, which is Unix-like. And using that operating system, we will see instantly the card is absolutely fine. So bear with me, I've got to start up the disk emulator for a hard drive, and I've got to reboot the whole system, start Cromemco properly, and then just make a quick test, which won't take long, famous last words, to show you that things are in fact working absolutely fine. Okay, Dad, we are back at the console. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start the Cromemco operating system, which takes a while, so I shall chat at the same time. I was doing the memory stuff, we need to interrupt that. Then we need to boot the 6th partition on the hard drive, which is the way my gargantuan hard drive is set up. It's going to first do a memory test, and then depending how you've configured the operating system, it can either boot to a specific partition or sub-partition, or you can put in the details yourself. So our operating system is set to manual, so it's doing the memory test. Then it's asking where to boot to, so it's the hard drive controller is major unit 6 and the 6th partition is minor device 6. So what we're going to attempt to do is to show you how this is connected. In fact, I can show you now while it's starting up. We have another window here, and this window is connected to the serial port of the TUART. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run a simple, effectively Unix command to dump output out the serial port, and we should see it turn up on this interface here. Ask me what the date and the time is. It's in fact, today would be month number 2. And it's 2107. Now if we type up the TTY's file, this defines what terminals are attached to the system. So actually there's a console, which is like for system error messages. There's TTY1, which is in fact also the console, but that's what I'm on right now as I'm typing in commands. So we've got TTY2 and TTY3 would be the 2 serial ports that are to be tested. So if I do a mode of TTY2, you will see it's set to baud rate of 9600. And if I do ls -l/, you see that in the root directory of this computer we've got these following files and directories. Now I've started this screen session here, and how am I going to show this to you? I haven't thought this through, have I? Yeah, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to put that there, and then that disappears. And do a ls -l, and I'm going to send the output to the device TTY2. We should see something coming up on the screen. So hang on, I'm going to hit go, and then I'm going to move the screen. Yes! Do you see that coming? It's coming. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with this TUART. I can't understand why the CDOS program doesn't work. I'm going to order some interposers from Amazon. Maybe they may help. But I doubt it. But yeah, it's completely fine. TUART, and this is. Oh, I'm going to hold up a card so I can remember what I'm talking about. This is TUART. On the inventory, it's 019, and it's revision E card mod 2. So that's the card that I'm testing, and it's working absolutely fine. Thanks for watching, Diary.